Heartbeat, heartbeat. Oh, you got a beautiful heartbeat. Beautiful heartbeat. Beautiful heartbeat. You got a beautiful heartbeat. Look, see, she was about 5'7", brown skin, straight 10. The baddest in the city and the finest of her friends. Baby girl is fine, I ain't talking emotion. I let her ride the ride, baby girl will coast in. It's over, gotta let the side chicks go. She rides my highs every time I feel low.
Happy New Year, everybody! I hope you guys have a wonderful, prosperous year. Happy New Year!
Did you go out?
I don't know if I'm gonna go anymore.
Good deal, good deal. I love you.
I love you more. Happy New Year's, kitties. Ooh. Look at my messy apartment. It's over, it's over, it's over. Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bianca here with another video. 2020 for me had its ups and downs. This has been the most eye-opening, craziest, adventurous, soul-searching year. And you know what? It wasn't my worst. A lot of crazy stuff happened this year that really just opened my eyes to just so many different things. And some things I wish didn't happen, and some things, you know, I'm glad happened. You always have to take the good with the bad. New Year's resolutions. We all have them. We all make them every year. But I want to help you guys do things that are going to help make you feel good so that you are always feeling your best and you're not condemning yourself. And so that's kind of why I'm making this video today. As you guys can see, I'm in the house getting tipsy off my champagne. And I'm happy. Here are my 5 things that I recommend you guys do when making a New Year's resolution. So let's get started. Number 1. My first thing is make realistic resolutions. Guys, listen, if you want to make $1 million in a year, you can't ask God every day for $1 million and sit on your ass and wait for that to just fall out the sky. That's not how this works. Nothing you want in life is gonna just magically appear. You have to really work, manifest it, work at it, and like really know what you want when you're trying to set these goals. Because you can pray, and I'm like a firm believer in God, but like you can pray all you want, but God helps those who help themselves. I have been so guilty of this and probably so many other things that I'm gonna recommend to you guys, which is why I'm telling you it, is because I know from first-hand experience you have to set realistic goals and goals that we're willing to take action on. That could be sometimes hard for me too, because you know, sometimes I swear I could do everything under the sun and it just don't be like that. Well, I think like the older you get, the more you start to realize yourself and the things that you know you're doing to self-sabotage yourself. I don't know, like I would say that in setting unrealistic goals for myself is one of them. The second thing I wanted to get on is condemning yourself, because maybe I may have set a realistic goal, but I know personally that I did not do all that I could do to make sure that I got what I needed out of that goal. I tried to remind myself not to feel bad about that, because at any given moment I can decide to just go and then it would get done. And if you don't do it, that's okay, because one thing about waking up every morning, which is a huge blessing that some of us take for granted, something we needed to learn from last year. Life shouldn't be taken for granted. We need this little life of ours. Thank God I'm here. A lot of us lost people last year. People we would have never thought would have passed away, and now they're not here. And imagine how blessed they would have felt to have been here and to have lived. And we get that privilege every day, so it's something we should never take for granted. So, okay, you didn't finish your goal in a day or a week or a month. Maybe it took you a little longer because you learned something in the process. That's okay. My third thing to think about when creating a New Year resolution. You don't have to wait until the next year, 2022, which, oh my God, 2022 to start over, because you literally can wake up every day. Like I said, we have that privilege, and decide to create a new goal, because you maybe have learned something along the way, and now you have learned to reapply what you just learned yesterday into the goal that you have made for yourself for the month, for the year, for the week, for the day. And that's the beauty of life. So you know, when you're setting those realistic goals and you learned something yesterday, you learned something new yesterday that you didn't know before, and now you know. So when you know better, you do better, you know. Like I said, I'm telling you guys this because this is something that I learned personally along the way when I'm trying to create my goals, because I be having a lot of them, and then when I don't reach one, I have to sit down and reevaluate, and I try to do that all the time. Reevaluate why I didn't get what I wanted out of something. But also, you can hold yourself accountable. But that's why every day you can think about that realistic goal or change your goal so it becomes more realistic to something that you learned from yesterday, from today, from a second ago, a minute ago. And because we get that thing called life every day, we're lucky enough to have it. If you're watching this video, you're blessed enough to be awake today. Fourthly, is fourthly a word? Fourth of all. I think it's fourth of all. Anyway, my fourth thing to think about when creating your New Year resolution is to just make sure that you're writing your goals down, because so many things happen to us throughout our day that it's gonna be impossible for you to remember something that you just put in your mind. And that's how things get put in the back of our mind, because we're not writing it down and we're not looking over it daily so that we can remember why it is that we go out and work at that job, or why it is that we go out and, do whatever it is that you're doing to get to where you want to go, to get to that goal. Why are you doing it? The fifth thing I want you guys to think about when creating your goal is to make sure that you date it. And maybe even if you want to get even more specific or detailed, time it. Put a date and a time, and after you write it down, calendars or agenda books or your journal, whatever's going to help you to remember to stay focused on your goals. That's also very, very important. And that's one of the things that I learned this year for quarantine, because I went hard in a lot of areas, but I also know I slacked in a lot of other ones. And that's not condemning myself, but that's being realistic with myself and knowing that, okay, last year you learned, you noticed it. So this year you need to do better and stay committed to those goals. All of my goals, I have a lot of goals for the week, the month, the year, but most importantly, I want to make sure that I stay committed to them, see them through. And so that's my number one New Year resolution. Besides the little stuff that I know is gonna help me progress, and I know it can be done. I know you could do it. I know you want to stick to your goals, because I want to stick to my goals, girl and guy. Okay? So we need to do this together, and we need to hold each other accountable for 2021 and all of its greatness and its joyous. Okay, that's right. As always, guys, I thank you guys for coming back to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share my video. Let me know the type of videos that you guys would like to see on my channel this year. Thank you to all of you who made it with me till 2021. I'm so happy and blessed to see you here. I'm so blessed to have you. I love you. Thank you. Bye.
She boosts my pride every time it seems to go. Oh my God, what a prize, let us behold. She the queen of all queens, that's how it seems. Every time she in the room, she don't blink. She gotta keep a goal focused. One thing you don't notice, you my flavor, now come and pour it all on me, baby. I enjoy happiness, and I enjoy love, and I enjoy. Just give me your flavor. We gon' mix it up, See, I enjoy everything, and I enjoy life, and I enjoy. Just give me your flavor, and we gon' be alright. Beautiful heartbeat, beautiful heartbeat. Oh, you got a beautiful heartbeat.